Hello TVians and the world. I deem it a great privilege to be with you once again. You are in fact my cherished viewers and listeners as well, and I appreciate your hanging around once again for my broadcast. So once again, welcome to TBC broadcast number 13, presented by me, a cherished broadcaster, Patrick Dika from Ghana. This broadcast has been going on quite well for some time, and there's no letting up or giving up in doing this broadcast to help the community grow. So anytime I'm able to fix the time for broadcast, I feel happy, because I know it is going to go a long way in growing our community and achieving our objective of bringing in 1 billion members into the TBC community. Today I have something short to share, and like my previous broadcast, it is not a blog post from the admin of TBC, but rather a write-up. In fact, when I joined TBC close to 2 years ago, I was so interested in what I am doing. I was so glad that I've joined. I finally found something great to belong to. So every write-up that I come across I try as much as possible to read, and if it sounds good and promising, you know, the custom, I will save and read over and over and over again. Now admin has given us this task of doing regular broadcasts, even though it comes with a reward, that is 1 million cookies, which is redeemable in November. However, the idea or the intention is to grow the community, to promote TBC on YouTube, so that people meet real people in the TBC community. So this broadcast is an honor, it's a privilege for those of us doing it. On top of it is the cash flow, is the reward that TBC admin generously gives to all. So the write-up was simply titled Need to Know, and I saved it on my phone since September of 2017. Since September of 2017. Myself, I joined TBC in May of 2017. Alright, so you can understand how the enthusiasm will be like then, as I keep reading about TBC and saving the most interesting articles. Now here, these articles or these write-ups are going to be of value to all of us. Those of you who missed them, I'm going to share with you in reading it out. So it has an anonymous writer. It has an anonymous writer, meaning that I can't identify, or we can't credit it to anybody in particular, but whoever wrote this article, in listening to this broadcast, will know he was the originator. So all credit all the credit goes to such a writer. Thank you for the permission to use your mind in my broadcast. Thank you once again. Now I'll go ahead in reading the write-up. It says, or it reads, tell your friends about the coin called TBC, or the billion coin. Many may be afraid. Why? Many may be afraid. Why some people are afraid of investing in cryptocurrency? Here are some of the reasons. 1, they don't know it is going to replace the fiat currency, that is the physical notes like naira, pound sterling, dollar, in short, all the local currencies. Whether people like it or not, digital currency is replacing the traditional currencies being presently spent. For instance, electronics are going digital. The time is coming when analog electronics will be phased out. Reason number 2 as to why some people are afraid of investing in cryptocurrency. They don't know they will compulsorily be in need of it as the global means of transaction. The time is coming when there won't be physical notes with which to go about daily business transactions except through the digital currency. 3, they don't know that the global cashless policy will be facilitated throughout the digital currency. 4, some are afraid not because they cannot afford the investment, but because they believe it is a scam. If anyone introduces it if anyone introduces it, he is believed to be out to defraud. 5, they don't know it is the latest technological invention of the internet to enable transactions without physical currency. They want immediate 6. They want immediate returns. Short-term investments do not give the best returns and cannot last. Investing in cryptocurrency is not for immediate return on investment, just like you don't buy shares today and sell it immediately. It is like sowing a seed and allowing it to grow to fruition. 7, they believe it is another MMM or multi-level business that will crash. 8, they don't know many countries are now adopting it, including Nigeria, that has set up a committee to look into it for adoption. 9, they don't know the time will come when they will be in desperate need of it but won't be able to get it. Some are confused or skeptical because it has never been in history. They see it as a strange thing. Automobile was not in existence, but Henry Ford came with the invention. 11. They believe because it is not something that is physical, therefore it cannot be trusted. The world is developing every day with different inventions. I can now send emails without necessarily going to the post office. I can transfer money from my bank account using my mobile phone. I don't need NITEL or NITEL today to make phone calls. Technological improvement has taken care of some of these energy sapping systems. 12. Many of them believe those who are into cryptocurrency are very greedy and ambitiously looking for quick means of getting rich. 13. Many of those it is introduced to do not see it as favor to ease their labor for financial progress. 14. There is this black man slavery mentality that man must drain his blood through hard labor and rigorous struggle before he can make two ends meet. 15. Some of them believe they are being introduced into this programmable money is tailored towards opportunity creation to sell market to them. In summary, we don't force people, but we encourage people to invest in it now, because they will definitely need it. Because they will definitely need it. By then it may be scarce for them. The Billion Coin or TBC is the next coin of the future. That's the end. Thank you for listening to this write-up. I believe it makes sense as I saw it. Now, this is to help open the eyes of people who doubt cryptocurrency, and for that matter TBC, the Billion Coin, which I have been promoting for a while now. Now all these negative thoughts about cryptocurrency applies to TBC, since TBC is one of the cryptocurrencies that we are talking about. In the end of the article we said it is the future, the next coin of the future. Now all the 15 points make sense, right from 1 through to 15 makes sense, telling us why people don't believe in cryptocurrency, why people fear to invest in cryptocurrency. and the reasons were clear. Maybe I'll have to go over once again for clarity's sake. So point 1, as the reason why people fear to invest in cryptocurrency, and for that matter TBC, is that they don't know it is going to replace fiat currency. They don't know it is going to replace the fiat currency, and the fiat currency relent at the physical currencies, the physical notes that we spend. Ghana cedis, Nigeria's naira, pound sterling for the British and other countries, the dollars, etc., etc. These are all fiat currencies, and we are saying cryptocurrency, for that matter TBC, the next coin of the future, is going to replace this. It makes sense to understand that whether people like it or not, digital currency will replace such traditional currencies, because for instance electronics are all going digital. Yes, electronics are all going digital. Here in Ghana, that is also in process, that everybody should acquire a digital TV, and if you are using an analog, you are asked to buy a decoder before you can enjoy your television programs. Without that, you are left behind. You are left behind the train, or you've missed the train. So the time is coming when analog electronics will phase out. Like I said, it has started here in Ghana, and I believe elsewhere it has already phased out. No wonder digital TV are flooding the Ghanaian markets today. So point number 2 says that people don't know they will compulsorily need to use cryptocurrency as a global means of transaction. So let's apply this to TBC. People don't know they will compulsorily be in need of TBC as a global means of transaction. Three, they don't know that the global cashless policy will be facilitated through digital currency. What this means is that globally we are aiming at a cashless system, and how can that be possible without cryptocurrency? Because the advent of cryptocurrency makes it possible that I can use my my smartphone in making transactions throughout the world. So this example will fit here. Bitcoin, as the pathfinder of cryptocurrency, is being used all around. I can buy, or I can transact business with my Bitcoin, where the one accepting the Bitcoin could be overseas or elsewhere in America, Australia, wherever, but I can still transact business with that person. So what we are talking about, digital currency coming into vital play in this global cashless system, is something real and needs to be taken serious. People don't know this. That is why they are afraid in investing in TBC. the highlight is on TBC for the sake of my broadcast, even though it is cryptocurrencies in general that the article is talking about. Point number 4. Some are afraid not to invest in cryptocurrency and TBC because they cannot afford the investment, but because they believe it is a scam. Yes, this is a strong point. Everything that has to do with internet is a scam. Here in Ghana we say Sakawa. Here in Ghana we popularly call it Sakawa. That's another version of the Sakawa I mean to say. Now, so this scam is what is influencing people. The thought of scam is what is influencing people so as to reject cryptocurrencies and TBC. For example, if anyone introduces it, he is believed to be out to defraud. What it means is that I'm into TBC, and any attempt to talk about TBC as a digital currency and has to do with internet, it means I am Sakawa. Very sad or very pathetic. Now 5. They don't know it is the latest technological inventions of the internet to enable transactions without physical currency. 6. They want immediate returns. Short term, they want immediate returns and not long term returns on their investment. What this means is that short term investments do not give the best returns and cannot last. Investing in cryptocurrency is not for immediate return on investment, just like you don't buy shares today and sell it immediately. It is like sowing a seed and allowing it to grow to fruition. Reminds me exactly of admin's blog post about the apple tree, the young apple tree and the mature apple tree. You have to wait. We have to wait till our TBC coins mature. Maturity in this case means that it is going to become the global currency. So that is when we will have the TBC, fully mature TBC economy. So we have to give it time, and admin has made us aware that that is expected to happen in about 2 years time. Now 7, they believe it is another MMM or multi-level business that will crash. That is why people are afraid to do what? To invest in TBC or digital currency or cryptocurrency. Another point, people don't know that most countries are adopting digital currency as a means of transaction. People don't know. That is why they are afraid that the trend is changing. Now 9, they don't know the time will come when they will be in desperate need of faith but won't be able to get it. They won't be able to get it. They don't know. That's another reason why they will not invest in cryptocurrency. Now the 10th point is that some are confused or skeptical because it has never happened in history. What this means is that it has never happened in history, and so it can never be done. All right, so I think these points are okay. Now the 13th point, I have to jump the 13th point, or I have to skip the rest of the points. The 13th point says many of those it is introduced to do not see it as favor to ease their labor from financial progress. Yes, they do not see it as a favor. Also brings to mind, we don't have to be millionaires in isolation. We don't have to be millionaires in isolation. One of TBC admin's blog posts, which I did a broadcast on. Let me see if I can make reference to it. It says, "Don't be a lonely millionaire." Admin blog post published on April 22nd, 2016, which happens to be my 9th broadcast. Okay, so it is a favor to those who don't know about cryptocurrency, and for that matter TBC. Yeah, they don't know, so they will not accept it. Why? Because of the black man slavery mentality that you must drain your blood through hard labor before you can make ends meet. Okay, the last point, 15, says some of them believe they are being introduced into this programmable money is steered towards opportunity creation to sell market to them. Well, whatever they believe they can accept. So in summary, it says we don't force people, but we encourage people to invest in it now, because they will definitely need it, and by then it may be too late, or it may be scarce for them to get. So TBC, or the Billion coin, is the next coin of the future. Let's take advantage of this broadcast and look for means of acquiring TBC. So I will leave my referral link in the description section of the video, so that if you are not a member now and you are watching this broadcast, you can just click on the link and then register. But you can refer back to me through my email, which I will be adding in the description section as well. Dear viewers, thank you for spending time with me once again in this broadcast. I cherish your time, I appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.